Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? Thank you for tuning in and joining me. I'm the Spiritual Bodybuilder, and I'm here to give you guys another exciting video. This one is about 9 signs you have discovered your life purpose. Now, if you're living your life purpose, why do you need to have signs for it? Okay, because you should know, right? Well, that's not necessarily always true. As we're going into what we're meant to do in our life, we're learning ourselves, we're growing, and usually we grow into our life purpose. And in the process of transformation, when we're going from being that caterpillar into the chrysalis to becoming that butterfly, that chrysalis is just rewiring everything. And in the process of being rewired, sometimes it could be a little confusing or unknowing of where you're going or what's going on because you don't know which way is up. So these are some signs that you can look at and really ask yourself, have I really found what I'm meant to do? Am I really doing what I love? Am I expressing me to my fullest potential? Here's how you know. Number 1, you have an urge to venture out to the unknown. Okay, like the same old shit just does not cut it anymore. You just have this insatiable desire to go explore, okay, to try new things. It's more of a curiosity than a fear now to get out there into the world and make things happen. I know, like when I was 21, I was living in Massachusetts. I wanted to get out of there. I was sick of the weather. I didn't like the people. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, so I joined the military. What better way to explore and learn about myself than join the military? And I ended up being there for 10 years, and I learned a lot. It turned me into a completely new person and really pushed me in the direction that I was really meant to go. But many times along the way, I didn't really know that that's what I was doing or that's where I was going. It's funny how sometimes the universe just, unexpected things happen. And those unexpected things, when we choose to have the perspective of it being beneficial for us, is really that's the ascension process. That's how we get to where we want to go. All right. So number 2, mentors will appear in your life. So when you're doing what you love, you have a natural knack for it. Your energy is in good, solid flow with what you want to do. And so people that are really good at what they do will come into your life because they see, they feel, they resonate with that natural ability. Okay. And as you go forward into it, you will, every step of the way, you will attract more and more mentors to what you want to do and what you really want. Now, sometimes this can be a mentor that guides you in a step that maybe isn't the right direction or the right direction that you think you want to go, but it might be a detour of something you have to learn in another direction. So keep that in mind too. And, don't put people on a pedestal. This is going to challenge you a little bit with your self-worth and self-confidence, and that's the process of living your life purpose, is being confident in yourself. And right now with Uranus and Taurus, all that kind of self-worth stuff is coming up to be exposed so that we can live our highest version of ourselves. Number 3, it feels natural. Whatever you're doing, you might feel like when I first started doing YouTube videos, it was really hard for me to look in the camera and to, especially if I'm doing a live chat, to pay attention to what people are saying and to stay focused on channeling this information. It's a lot of moving parts to take in and dealing with the technology, and it can be a little confusing, but when you do let yourself get into that flow, when you get out of your head about it and let it flow and learn and grow, it feels good, it feels powerful, it feels energizing. You feel like, yeah, I did something right today. I'm doing something right again tomorrow. But that usually goes in conjunction with doing something that scares you every day, okay? Because at first, that level of exposure or vulnerability or responsibility will scare you. And you have to be willing to face that fear, okay? Number 4, your past clicks into place. Suddenly, now everything makes sense, or is starting to make sense. The pieces are starting to go into the right places because now the lessons that we've learned, they all make sense, and we were attracting that into our life for some reason or a reason to teach us something about ourselves to get to that next level. Okay, so the past will just like, wow, okay, I know why that relationship ended. I know why that job wasn't right for me, or I know what I was doing wrong in here, or I know what I was, trying to force over here. And now I'm not going to try to force it. That natural flow is how you go, is how you get through all that resistance, that glass ceiling that we impose on ourselves in our minds, right? We can see it, we can feel it. The more that we desire something, the more that we have resistance to it. So if you want to like have like a really, hot chick as a girlfriend, or you want to really make a lot of money or get that big job promotion, you have to almost like tell yourself, all right, I got this. It ain't no thing. But then that situation is going to bring that feeling, oh, fuck. Okay, do I really have what it takes? And you need to step into that feeling of, yes, I have what it takes. I got this. Let's go, bitches. Right? So, number 5, your wellness improves. When you're going through a tough time, man, you can feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You can feel like, you weigh 1,000 pounds. You're tired. You're not digesting food well. You're not getting very good sleep. Your whole body aches. These are growing pains. These are ascension pains. But it's only temporary. And at some point, when you start to release, when your mind starts to let go of all these self-defeating and self-limiting thoughts and behaviors, you'll start to feel lighter. And you start to feel better. And then the flow will get more flowy, right? And it'll keep going higher and higher and higher in that vibration. So also, number 6, synchronicity is on your side. So whenever you start feeling better and, energy starts to be coming in a more flow-like state, those synchronies that you'll start to see numbers, 111, 555, 333 all the time. And, for me, like my clientele, like my entire business right now is word of mouth, right? Because I do a very good job at what I do. So, the better my energy and vibration is, the more healing power I have, the more people are like, oh my God, you gotta try this. And then it's, it just starts coming, but can you keep up with it as it's going? And that requires us to stay healthy and to really take care of ourselves. The more that we have the ability to, the more we have to take advantage of it and keep going. Because as we keep going higher, it doesn't get easier. We just get stronger and we just get more aware of it. And having that awareness is everything, because once we know, we have to take responsibility for it and we have to flow with it and take that action. So make it happen, All right, number 7, life just makes more sense, right? Before, when you're going through all this crap, you're like, I don't understand why all this is happening. Oh my God, why me? Why me, God? This sucks, right? That's a victim mentality. That's the saboteur in our mind. That's an archetype within our brain that is telling us that we're not good enough. And we have to just, you know what? You need to go sit over there. That shit needs to go away. And not go away mean like suppress it. Go away mean acknowledge it. So you're like, okay, I hear you, but you're wrong and I'm not gonna listen to you, right? I'm gonna listen to this and I'm gonna keep going, right? And it just makes everything just make more sense. Like, okay, you know what? I get it. I get what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling it. I get what's going on. It's trying to teach me something, so fine, whatever. I'll learn it. Just teach me. Come here. And then it's going to get easier and easier as you learn how to do that more and more. Number 8, stillness replaces anxiety. So of course this goes along with it feeling natural. When that anxiety before was that energy, like, I don't know, that's that indecision, that's that I don't know what next step to take, I don't know where to go, what to do. That can drain the life out of you. And we invite people and jobs and experiences into our life that make it more difficult. Eventually you hit a boiling point. You can't take that shit anymore, right? And it just starts to dissolve. And when it starts to dissolve, you start to learn, like, okay, I don't need to carry this. This is all about, like, as our emotional boundaries solidify, we realize, okay, whatever you're saying is making me feel guilty. Maybe you're not doing it consciously, but energetically, you're sending that kind of vibration. That's really what an energetic vampire is, all right? Like manipulators and gaslighters and things like that, they try to suck your energy from you. And you have to be at that point where, like, no, you shall not pass. Psychic protection, very, very important. And all psychic protection is having solid emotional boundaries and being sure in yourself of your own emotional state. Hey, I know who I am. I know that I don't deserve this, and I'm not gonna let you treat me like this, all right? And generally speaking, there will be challenges in our life that will force us to learn these lessons. But as you do learn them, it just turns everything around. And just honor yourself. Number 9, you have to stop wondering what your purpose is, and instead you think about the next step. So when we're searching for our life purpose, like, is it this, is it that? I don't know what it is. I'm so confused. Where do I go? What do I do? Which way is up? I don't know how to make this happen. And then you start to reach this point. You're like, okay, you know what? I don't need to figure it out. what's my next step? What is just the next step in the direction that I have to go? I will figure that out, and then once I get to that step, I'll figure out the next step after that, one at a time. We go from looking at this whole bigger, overwhelming picture to looking at the details of what we're doing day-to-day life. And when we naturally do that, that's when we're in our flow state, baby, and that's when we are manifesting our life purpose. So if you're in that place and it still doesn't fully make sense to you, just know that it's going to make sense, but it's coming in divine timing. Okay, you can't rush it, you can't force it. Just be okay with where you're at right now. Just be okay with not being okay. And that comes with deeper levels of vulnerability, for deeper levels of honesty with yourself, and deeper levels of compassion for self as well. And being responsible and disciplined every day, getting what you need to get done for you, because the more you take care of yourself, the more you can take care of the people that you love, right? Excuse me. So keep that in mind and go in that direction. And follow your heart, baby, because your heart's never wrong. Just sometimes this gets too loud and we have to quiet this. That stillness will allow this to speak much more clearly and effectively. So, thank you for tuning in to this video. If you like the content, please comment down below. And please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And I love you guys. Much blessings and peace, and I'll talk to you guys soon.